Okay, slightly different vibe going on for happy ending number 2 from happy ending number 1. So, as you can see, we are in chapter 8, near the end of chapter 8, and we're storming the castle. And the first time around, I decided not to kill Olgar, but apparently, if I had decided to kill him, we would have got a different ending. So, let's see what this happy ending number 2 is. I swung down my sword in an attempt to sever my hesitation too. My sword buried deep inside Olgar, slashing him diagonally at the shoulder. Red blood erupted and splashed me in the face. But the wound wasn't deep enough. Olgar was still standing. His stance was unstable, but he was still upright. Surrender! And give me your ring!
Never. This wound, this pain, is nothing. My wish.
He was only putting on a front. His face was lifeless, and his stance became more unstable by the second. And yet, the sharpness in his glare didn't change. His eyes, filled with hatred, remained fixed on me. He gripped the magical stone on his ring even tighter, making it give off a dull glow.
Gah!
Olgar's body moved, and I instinctively prepared for a strike. But he moved away from me. With unstable steps, he moved along the wall toward the window. Olgar?
This is not enough for the nightmare to end. As long as your clan lives in this town.
A powerful gust blew through the open window. What? It can't be! I had a bad feeling about this, so I moved toward Olgar.
I will take my leave from the stage here, Red-Eyed One. Revel in your nightmare.
You really gonna peace out the window on me? And he disappeared. Well, okay, I was like, did he actually fall or just like, poof, gone? Revel in your nightmare. So, that seems to indicate killing Olgar. Well, Olgar didn't seem to know what would end Psychedelica the first time we went through with the Wolf Brother ending. Because I think he was like, killing you might end the dream. But here he's like, this isn't enough. Well, now he's dead, so we can see what happens. Let's find out. Before I could see where he went, I heard it. He fell from the window. I ran over and looked down. I couldn't tell because of the fog, but it looked like a dark silhouette on the ground. This window was too high up to believe that he survived the fall. Is he dead? Is this how Olgar dies? The silhouette on the ground didn't move. I heard rallying cries coming from the door as they burst into the room.
Judd! I heard a loud noise! Are you okay?
Lugus, Levon, and Levi, along with many of their men, came flooding into the room.
Where's Olgar?
Lugus asked me this after failing to find him anywhere in the room. I didn't answer and motioned for them to look out of the window. Everyone gathered around it. Wow. Good gathering, everybody.
Is that Olgar?
Did you do this?
No, he jumped off on his own. At least that's what I think.
Go and get his corpse.
Yes, sir!
Corpse was an apt term to use, as it was quite obvious that he was already dead. After ordering his men, Lugus turned around with an inscrutable expression. It wasn't quite happy or sad, but any sadness was quickly erased right after. His face filled with joy as he shouted,
Well done.
No,
You did it! I knew you could!
You're the star of the mission. Let me thank you too.
Levon and Levi were overjoyed, and that celebration was spread to the other men. Hey, we get to see these guys.
We did it! The Lord of the Hawks is dead! We won!
Yeah!
Cries of joy soon turned into cheers. It's over? Those cheers brought my drifting conscience back to reality. Right. The prime objective of defeating Olgar had been fulfilled. I killed him. Olgar is now dead. My heart beat like a drum. The excitement made my knees buckle. Yes, I did it. She looks so proud of herself. There's something about this ending that gives me, like, Star Wars feels. Like, A New Hope. Like, we did it!
The tyrannical Lord of the Hawks is dead.
All the cheers in the room subsided with Lugas's words. Everyone focused on the source of the voice.
From this point forth, I shall be the new Lord. Anyone object?
Naturally, no one here dared to object. The Hawk faction bore proud expressions. The Wolf faction all smiled, witnessing the birth of a new Hawk Lord. And after looking around, Lugas turned back to Levon and Levi.
To the Lord of the Wolves, I wanted to express my utmost gratitude for your assistance this time. That should not be necessary. We acted accordingly for the sake of the stability of the town.
What's with this uptight conversation? We help each other out when the other needs us. Isn't that right?
Levi.
Fine. I wish for both clans to continue a relationship of cooperation for the sake of the town.
Yes. And for that, I must say one thing.
Lugas took a breath before continuing.
I would like to apologize for what happened to the previous Lady of the Wolves. I understand fully that forgiveness is not something to be demanded, but please accept my fullest apologies.
Levon and Levi tensed up. The entire room seemed to become nervous. Lugas held out his hand, but the two of them didn't reciprocate the gesture immediately. But that tension lasted only for a moment. Levon, then followed by Levi, held out their hands as a sign of peace.
I accept your apology. I expect great things from the Lord of the Hawks from now on.
Likewise. We'll help you should you ever need it.
A roaring cheer erupted in the room for the second time today. This time applause accompanied it.
The war is over! We can finally return to peace.
Blessed be the young lords!
Joy and teary voices filled the room. It felt like the entire town had come together as one. This was the moment we had all been waiting for. This was for the best. Now wolves and hawks alike could join together. While everyone was looking up in joy, I saw one person crouched and facing down. Hugh, what are you doing? I was picking this up. He showed me a ring. It was Olgar's. I thought he was wearing it, but it had fallen onto the floor. I'll take it for safekeeping. You have no need for it anymore. Huh? Oh. Something about that statement felt off. I seriously wondered if it was fine to let this man have the magical stone. You made the choice. You defeated the enemy and brought together the two opposing clans. Now peace will return to the town. Yeah, that's not a bad outcome. he says wasn't bad, but for some reason that worried me. Did Hugh really mean what he said? When I was about to ask him...
Hey, Judd! We're going to the bar to celebrate!
Huh? Yeah. Hugh, let's go together. I'll pass. I need to jot down some things. I see, but...
Hurry it up! We can't begin without the star of the show! Come on!
Hey, wait! Hugh! When I turned around, Hugh was already gone. As he would be. I wonder what he's gonna do with that ring.
Cheers!
Everyone's voice rose in unison as if praising each of their deeds. The banquet then began. The Lords of the Wolves and Hawks were both here, but everyone paid no heed to it and simply enjoyed the banquet. Their elation was aided by alcohol, and it turned the celebration to an even noisier one. Only later did I hear that those who stay sober amid the drinking are the ones who suffer varying consequences. In other words, me.
Wow, you beat Olgar with those stick arms.
No, I didn't do it alone.
I wish I could have seen you win. I hope you'll be friends with us on the Hawk side from now on, too. Come on, let's drink to that.
Sorry, I really can't drink. As I was the person who defeated Olgar, many people gathered around me. It felt nice that they were congratulating me, and I didn't want to rain on their parade. I had never had to deal with drunkards, so I didn't know what to do.
Give him a break. He doesn't hold his alcohol well.
Levon, you're a lifesaver. Right when I thought he was here to help.
Hey, it's the Lord of the Wolves.
Your leadership was amazing. How do you do it being so young?
Yes. Thank you for your compliments. Anyway...
Come this way! Have a drink on me!
Hold on. I need to talk with Judd.
They're targeting Levon now. Thank you, and sorry, Levon. I was finally able to take a breather to look around. The table on the other side was also getting excited.
Lugus! Lugus! Lugus!
Levi! Levi! Levi!
I hear chants where those two are facing each other. On the table are mountains of chugs.
Ha! How's that?
I'm not finished yet.
Not so bad. But your face is red.
Oh, look at this face from Lucas! What is that? Hilarious.
You're slurring your speech. Bring me more.
Ah!
This reminds me of the drinking contest between Legolas and Gimli in Lord of the Rings. A heated drinking contest was going on. I never thought I'd see Lucas that excited. I was sure he was happy with the victory, but I assumed he would also be sad for losing his father. But the other people were able to have fun without reservation because Lucas was too. That's what it means to be a leader. Everyone seems to be enjoying themselves. People were dancing to the music, telling their heroic stories from the manor as well as their dreams for the town. Everyone was really enjoying themselves. The inexplicable worry I had was dissipating. About slashing Olgar. And about what Hugh said. It weighed heavily on my heart.
Hey! What are you doing here?
I'm just resting a bit.
You can't. You're the star of the show. Come on over. Hey, everyone. The star is looking lonely.
Ah! I was getting drawn into trouble once more. But it was fine. There was nothing to worry about. Everyone was laughing. And not throwing stones at me. In that case, I had to answer to them. All right, everyone. Let's drink it up tonight. I held up a glass and shouted. A toast to the town!
Cheers!
The bad Lord of the Hawks was defeated and peace returned to the town. The new Lord of the Hawk clan returned half of his political power to the new Lord of the Wolf clan. They would be working together for all things from now on. The two lords were still young and inexperienced, good grief, but they sought to make the town a better place. At times, they cooperated with one another, experienced failures, clashed opinions, and saw each as their rival. The townspeople all supported the lords. It didn't matter who was a wolf or a hawk. The elders guided the younger ones, who in turn respected the elders. The town and the livelihoods of the people gradually changed. Vigor, energy, and smiles were returning to the people. But spring never came. There was a graveyard far from the town where people rarely visited. There were 2 new tombstones lined up together. Brother and sister reunited in death, I guess. One of them was engraved with the name of Francisca, the other was Olgar. Despite being lords of the wolf and the hawk, their tombstones were comparatively simple and plain. Poor Ashen Hawk.
It's been a year since you've died.
A man stood over the tombstones like a ghost.
My last memory has not returned, and it likely never will. Olgar, with your death, the truth has become hidden within the fog.
Despite what he said, there was no hatred in his tone. In a way, it appeared that he was relieved.
In that case, I will continue to watch over this world as its ghost.
Snow began to fall over the tombstones. There were no seasons in this town. It was covered in snow all year round.
We have snow again on this year's masquerade.
Freaking blizzard. Masquerade again, eh?
So many things have happened. Both faction lords have died, and many lives were lost in the process.
Levon was giving a speech at the stage set up in the town square. There's no point for him to talk so long. It was understandable because of how serious Levon was. The people in the audience were starting to get restless. Oh, Levi is yawning. I hope he doesn't get yelled at later. Jed, give me that merchandise! Hurry! Oh, sorry! Whoops, I shouldn't be relaxing right now. Everyone was shorthanded for the masquerade. It was the best time for me to make money with my handyman business. I'm so sorry for making you help me with this, Jed. No, it's my job. But still, you're with the group who saved the town. Oh, please drop by my store later. I'll treat you to something nice. Thank you. Then I'll see you later. I finished up a job and said goodbye before heading to my next job. At the same time,
we will now commence this year's masquerade. The sun, the flowers, the fruit. A toast to the coming of spring and its plentifulness. May we proceed forth together.
Lucas, who was with Levon on the stage, declared the commencement of the festival. The masquerade came again this year.
Let's do this! There we go!
Levi took his vigilante group and started scattering floral decorations over the crowds. Mixed with the snow, the falling decorations made the crowd cheer even louder. It's so beautiful! A year had already passed. Or should I say, only a year has passed. It all happened right after the masquerade last year. Francisca was killed, sparking a war between the wolves and hawks, and then Olgar died too. The town was in a terrible state. We were finally returning to the energy we all had last year. Oh. I was observing from a distance away, and the wind blew one of the floral decorations onto my head. It's a pretty decoration. Huh? sudden, Hugh was standing next to me. I felt like I hadn't seen him in a long time. It is exactly like the world you desired. You mean this floral decoration? Are you happy now that you've become the town's hero? Hugh ignored my question and asked one of his own. I'm no hero. But yes, I am happy. I see. That's good. Hugh, what have you been doing since then? Is he gone? By the time I asked him another question, he was already gone. The way he appeared and disappeared still hadn't changed. Oh no! I'd better head to my next job. Why are you working on the masquerade, girl? Take a day. And that was how this town was able to obtain their temporary peace. The end. I suppose that's how it is. The combination of snow and the floral decorations isn't so bad. The sight of hope fluttering like petals upon the happiness of the people can only be brought on by heroes. But those petals have been detached from life. Even so. Right now, they will dream of the future, along with this moment that is filled with hope. But that is a task they must undertake themselves. The end? Interesting. Okay, that one felt like more complete than the first happy ending. Do have to admit. Like and it actually felt happy instead of just like, okay, the story ended abruptly there, so what was up with that? Trying to think what else. I mean, it's unsatisfying, obviously, because you know there's like a lot more to the story. But we did get confirmation that killing Olgar does not bring this world to an end. So I guess killing Olgar is out for fixing things. But, I mean, you know, everyone seems happy. The clans are mostly getting along. Our girl's not being stoned to death for being a witch. None of the guys have got her to be their wife yet. One thing that was a little sad. I was hoping we would see T again, because it would have been nice to know, like, did T ever fully get her voice back? Just like, even like a mention of her at the end would have been nice, but she was kind of left forgotten. Maybe that's also part of the unsatisfactoriness of it. You don't hear mention of T or Lawrence, or trying to remember the Hikage's kid name. Rabbit and... Man, I'm drawing a complete blank. Little kid, you know. So, yeah. Anyway, it was a happy ending, though. I liked that one more than the first happy ending, in summary. Any epilogues? We good? There we go. Masquerade 2. Sweet. Alright, guys. That's gonna do it again for today. We are gonna be getting through this rather quickly. One video per ending, it looks like. But, yeah, I definitely enjoyed this one more than the first. I'll be shocked if bad ending is something that I enjoy more than these, but hey, who knows? I guess we'll find out next time. Hopefully I'll see you over there for that, guys.